As a sector that's been slow to embark on a digital transformation, technology to support people with disability has traditionally lacked the capability and functionality needed to have a significant impact on their lives. Technology can play a critical role in enabling people with disability to engage in the digital society. And from wearables to the power of AI and big data, innovation in the sector is showing just what's possible when technology startups meet social impact. Remarkable, which is the venture arm of the Cerebral Palsy Alliance, is a startup accelerator supporting entrepreneurs in creating transformative accessibility and inclusion. The Macquarie Group Foundation has been proud to support Remarkable through our Social Innovation Award, and to have founder Pete Horsley share with us the ways in which technology is empowering people with disability to lead full and fulfilling lives.
There's a real need for a program like Remarkable in our space because the disability sector is one of the last sectors to go through digital transformation. And we're still seeing long-seated problems that exist in the disability sector. We're seeing lower completion rates for people going through school. We're seeing poorer health outcomes for people with disability. And we see the existing solutions to support people at home and at work. They're quite expensive, quite monofunctional, and they're often clunky as well. And so what we do is we help support innovators and entrepreneurs who are creating innovative technology to get those commercialised and in the hands of people with disability. We work with their product around making sure that it's the right fit for the customers they're trying to reach. We work around their business model and their go-to-market strategy to make sure they can get it out to the customers who need it most. And we work around their governance and sustainability as well. That really takes the startups to a point of moving on to their own sustainability, creating ongoing impact. I think there are three big trends that are impacting assistive technology. The first of those is around expectation transfer. What does that mean? Well, essentially, all technology that we use in every other part of our life is starting to create expectations in specialised areas of technology. So if you think about Spotify, for instance, Spotify gets to understand us and it gets to understand our likes for music and our needs for music. And then it feeds music to us that's like that. When we see other areas of technology, we want to have the same kind of experience where it understands us and it understands our needs. And that's being applied to assistive technology. The second of those is around big data and AI. So we're going to see the use of big data and AI to understand the impacts of different conditions of disability. And we can then use that to be able to model interventions and to see what can be used and when they can be used for the best impact on people's lives. The third of those is around seamless integration. We're starting to see a miniaturization and an integration of these technologies into other technologies, so that perhaps one day we'll be able to see someone who usually would use a wheelchair to have robotics incorporated into their clothing to assist them to be able to move independently. We've now worked with over 40 companies over the last 5 years. I remember working with Ability Made, one of the first companies who came through Remarkable. They are using a digital process to customise orthotics for children with cerebral palsy. They're taking what is usually a painful process, both for the orthotist and the customer or the client with disability, and they're turning that into a digital process. It's saving the orthotist time, and it's a much better experience for their family and the children. We've also seen companies like BookBot who are using technology to help kids with dyslexia to learn to read. The app listens to the child as they read and helps them to self-correct so that they get the words right and they can learn how to read despite having dyslexia. In the last year, we've actually seen another startup called Resuscite who are really trying to tackle the problem of resuscitation for premature babies. So around the world, there are around 10 million babies that require resuscitation each year. What Resuscite does is it provides a monitor to feed back to the midwife or the doctor so that they know exactly how much air needs to go into that baby's lung, and gives it a greater chance of survival and a greater chance of not living with disability. These are incredible technologies that are really creating impact that we believe needs to get out to the rest of the world.